yeah, yeah. 1, 2, yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Woo! Reverb. Less reverb.
a remote for the pad?
Yes.
If I had to.
Let's make it happen.
Oh my God. How's it sound? This is what we're gonna do though. Everything's gonna run off the battery, except I'm gonna run one extension cord to put a sub under here.
Let me pause right here for a minute and let you know that the truck is running off of a solar-powered Bluetti EB150 power plant. There's links and descriptions and even coupon codes in the video description below. We were concerned that the QSC system would draw too much power to also power the subwoofer, but the system ran so efficiently we were able to plug the subwoofer in as well, and we played for hours off of this battery pack. Go check out the other videos about that, and we'll talk more about this at the end. Right, you think it'll fit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got a small, maybe smaller.
Wait, you see this thing?
And I believe that you can just plug the sub right into these and it figures it out.
Yeah, in his QSC, yeah. I mean, or, like, I'll show you some tricks on that board, but
yeah,
another thing you can do.
Are you using the same board?
Yeah. Another thing you can do is.
A little later.
One thing that I want to show you that I learned that I think is really cool that I use a lot is shelving.
24 hours later.
I do it Donnie's got home, or you bring it down.
It's taking the whole line.
It's taking the whole line, right.
Gotcha.
Here we go, we'll mic them up.
Close the doors, man.
I think that mic Come on and stir it up. Little darling. Chicken, I'll be your Tennessee lamb. Madeline, Folsom Prison, that's where I wanna stay. Oh, that lonesome whistle, all my blues away. That lonesome whistle, all my blues away. Is it shot roulette?
Yeah, you never know.
You don't even know if it's shot roulette or not.
You don't even know if it's shot roulette.
It's shot roulette.
Roulette.
Right, shot roulette. Isn't this great?
This is amazing.
It is amazing.
This is what this is all about.
This is why I wanted to do my first trip out with Jamie, because he knows this stuff, and it's all our friends, so it didn't matter. Thanks a lot. Yes, yeah, go off on Stony. If you want to try to schedule something for September, October to do a live stream so you can make some money, we'll go park this thing in the craziest, farthest possible place. Pin, sort of a safety latch. Which is it. Couple of quick thank yous off the bat. First, happy birthday, Bill, and thank you for letting me use your 50th birthday party as a place to try out my Jambulance as a stage for the first time. I also want to thank my daughter Maddie for filming, as well as Tim McLean, who brought his drone and did all those cool drone shots. Also, thank you very, very much to my two good friends and brothers, Jamie and Donnie of Jamie's Junk Show. They were the band that I was playing with up until a few years ago when I retired from playing music professionally to make things professionally. It was a lot of fun for me to go out and blow the cobwebs off and play with them again, and these two guys are just still out there doing it and hustling, and it's been very difficult for them this season, so I was glad to see that they're doing okay and staying safe and surviving, and I'm happy to do my part to help them with that. We actually have a live stream coming up. It might actually be happening right now while you're watching this, so hopefully you knew about that and you got to check it out. It's an opportunity for me to give back to them and help them do a live stream to raise money for them. I will not be taking any proceeds that are donated to the band. But most importantly, a huge thank you to QSC Audio for jumping in on the Jambulance. All those years that I was playing, I mean, I've played through hundreds of different PA systems. I've used every brand, and QSC always rose to the top. Now, Jamie is a certified PA nerd. This guy has the bug. He is always buying and selling and trading equipment, and even he has settled now on using QSC almost exclusively, which tells me everything I need to know. So I reached out to QSC because I know through experience that they make high-powered, lightweight, and affordable PA systems that are durable and can handle the road. I admit I was intimidated by the TouchMix 8 because I'm kind of old school, and you know what, as I always find, all that intimidation, all those fear is just a waste of time. When I started using it, the designers and engineers that built that thing are musicians like me, and it was all very intuitive and simple to figure out. And also, via some of the stuff that Jamie showed me, I know that I'm just scratching the surface for what that thing can do. I was hoping the equipment would be energy efficient, and boy is it ever. Now, because my whole truck is off-grid, I have two solar panels on the roof that power an EB150 1500 watt-hour lithium-ion battery inverter. And I want to run the whole system off of that, and I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to run it all. But once we got up and running, we had both 1000-watt CP12s, 2000-watt CP8s, the mixing board, everything else, all the periphery equipment running off of this thing, and we had room to spare, so much that we grabbed Jamie's KS12 2000-watt powered subwoofer, put that under the truck, and ran that off the battery as well. The whole system running, I couldn't look at the numbers while we were playing, but when I wasn't playing and everybody else was up and running and stuff, it was drawing about 300 to 400 watts of energy, which is like per hour. Plus I had the solar panels plugged in because it was a sunny day. They were bringing in about 120, so we could have played like that for hours and hours. Without the solar panels, I would say we could put a 2 or 3 hour show on easily with this full QSC system. That was so exciting to me that, of course, I had to go and order the KS12 subwoofer to add to the system of my own. So that's on its way. Make sure you go subscribe to QSC's YouTube channel because I am working on an overview of the system that gets more into the detail of it that I'm going to be posting on their channel. Okay, real quick about the stands that I made in the first half of the video. I didn't have any steel tube that was the right diameter to hold the speakers, but I did have that aluminum tube from my pre-existing stands. So I plasma cut those holes, which I just did roughly by hand, and dropped those in and bolted them in there for now. But the plan is, and was, because I thought I would have the right size steel diameter, was even though those holes were ugly, it wouldn't matter because I'm going to drop a steel tube in there and then weld it all closed again, which will happen once I go pick up the steel. But for now, the bolted aluminum pieces work fine. They just don't look as good as I wanted it to. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Some of it was a little bit different. You got to see some different things. We got to see some of my instruments in real use, as well as the truck. And make sure you go over to newperspectivesmusic.com, where you can now follow the truck, where I will have a calendar of events posting when the truck will be out doing different things. I do not have a lot booked right now, partially because of COVID-19 and also because the winter is coming, but hopefully as the world opens up and the weather warms up, this truck is going to be making some appearances maybe near you, whether it's as a store or as a stage. I think either way would be a lot of fun, and I hope to see you there. Thanks a lot, and be good.